100% of the time, child support doesn't even go towards the kid.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, if it goes towards the household.
But
it goes to the mother.
I don't need to help you pay your bills.
But that's what child support is for, though.
No, the child support is for the child.
No, it's not. If you put you on child support, the judge will tell you it's for the household bills because the child is living in the house. If the child resides,
child support is a business anyway. So I mean, if we gonna go by what they say in court, then we gonna be here going back and forth.
I'm just saying what they pulled the child support for.
But what they're saying they pulled it for is a lie. Because if you're on government assistance and I'm on child support, my child support goes to that government assistance first, and then you get what's left over because I have to pay them back for them paying you.
I said I'm never coming back again. Next I stepped away from the mirror. I got my mind made up now, cause I can see the future much clearer.
What's up? Child support isn't for kids. You know, that conversation is very old. I would say the difference now is the majority of society understands that child support isn't for kids. That moms don't really, in a general sense, moms use the money on themselves far more than they ever do on a child. And but I'm kind of caught off guard with this old narrative. Oh, you got to pay rent and pay bills, and I got a car note, and I got to keep the lights on. That's what child support's for. Oh, okay. So let me ask you the question, because people say that stupid stuff, but this is what people see. You say that, but you got an iPhone and an Apple Watch, and then you get another phone every couple of years. You get your hair done a lot. You get your nails done a lot. A whole lot. Like a whole lot. You get what I'm saying? You change your hairstyles a lot. Your wardrobe it keeps expanding, but your kids' wardrobe, not so much. You get what I'm saying? Oh, you got money for trips. But the kids asking, calling dad for, hey man, I need money, I need this, I need that. So most of society understands that child support ain't for the kids, because most of these kids, when child support stops, I don't think they ever did a what do you call that? I mean, Google that. That's what I'm gonna try to say. How much do kids receive? No, you know what? I ain't gonna do that. I just thought about it because it's gonna be little to nothing. But how much is saved up for kids in 18 years of child support? What's the norm? Not much, if any. You get what I'm saying? That's that part of that extravagant prom stuff. Child support. Oh man, I screwed you over all these years. Let me throw you a big prom. Forget all that. Kids go, man, I could get a car. 16, maybe not. And then I got to go into this aspect of it because that was an old thing when people would go, oh man, child support is for the rent and the mortgage, blah blah blah. For the people that pay rent, when the child's gone, y'all don't downsize apartments. You get what I'm saying? So you paying the same rent. And it's like, okay, here we go. For y'all who got houses. And it's crazy I had to say this, but for a lot of the mothers who have houses and got child support, I'm going to tell y'all how dumb y'all were. Since y'all was spending the money recklessly anyways, a lot of y'all could have used that money to pay down the interest on your home and pay that sucker off fast. But y'all were just blowing it on stuff. Okay, I'm going out to eat. I'm going to the concert. I want to buy this. I want to buy that. And then you got to add the child tax credit to that. They're receiving, but some people 10, and if they're on a rich end, I'm trying to say 5 to 6 figures. Normally they get 5 figures in support. If and people go, how? Because if let's just say if you pay $700 a month, that's roughly $840 a year, 8,400 a year. Then they get the tax credit on the end of that, which is like $3 other grand, if I'm not mistaken. That's in all tax free, right? Think about that. You got that for 10 years, and you had a house. You could have paid off the damn house, but y'all not that bright. But then the other part of it I got to go to is, these kids don't have activities. That's how. Like we saw the kids who, you didn't put in any type of extracurricular activities. They didn't have tutors. They didn't go to band, or they didn't do anything. It's like, what are you doing? But I'm using the child support for what? For what exactly? And then some of y'all, y'all just fed these kids to keep them quiet, and they just blew up. You got them fat so they could be lazy and they don't go nowhere. So hey, give them some food. But all of this stuff, like, oh man, it's the mother cares. Man, these mothers don't care. Birthdays janky, Christmas janky, first day of school. I ain't gonna say first day. For some first day of school janky. The kid needs something janky. You can't actually give what the kid needs, and the people go, well, what about the economy and da da da. And I'm gonna say this in this aspect. Now that the economy, the inflation is kicking people's behind, I see more mothers not, quote unquote, wanting their kids or trying or harming their kids, because now the child support racket, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. You get what I'm saying? That extra money is gone too because of all the nickel and diamond from inflation. So that's a thing. Then, I go into this other part. The kids know that the kids don't ask their mama for nothing most of the time. That's how you know that they don't that the child support never went to the kid, because the kids get accustomed to, I ain't getting nothing. I ain't asking for nothing. I ain't getting nothing. And the frequency of children hitting their teenage years and going, sometimes even preteens, but teenage years. My daddy sent this amount of money. How come I can't get? Where is it at? And it's like, oh, I bought groceries today, and that's where the money. Stop it, fuck it, stop it. You tell the kids you bought groceries, and that's what the child support for, but you won't tell them that when you at work, you going out to eat every day with that damn money. Because one of the big, in my opinion, one of the big issues is a lot of mothers looked at child support as a win against the man. So it's kind of like I get the check every month is my trophy. So I could just, yes, I won. It's like, all right. And let me say this. This is another thing. Like, if you're in the same city, as a father, you see how they live, and it's like, and the games mothers play where you buy them good clothes, they come to your house with janky clothes. It's like, so I'm paying child support and clothing this kid, and you just, okay, whatever, that's that situation. If you're in different states, you getting child support money, but you can't buy a plane ticket. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you getting child support money, but you can't, meet somebody halfway on a 2-3 hour drive. I just, oh my God, I can't have. There's so much going on. I can't. The gas is so high. It's like, all right, I get it. You get child support money, and then you make calls. Oh, I want to put them in a camp, and it costs $300, $400, $500. Could you go half? And half winds up being, half to all. Because I'm gonna get it out. Oh, I'm gonna get you the next time. That. You know how many times fathers have had to pay for things while they were paying child support, talking and the mother like, I'm gonna pay you back. It's like, bitch, you can't. You're not even paying me back with my own money. Cut it out. Cut it out. So at the end of the day, man, we know child support isn't for the kids. The kids know it's not for the kids. The court knows it's not for the kids, and the reason why the court it's a business for the court is because, hey man, they get kickbacks for their retirement. So it's the same thing. Let's do something in the best interest of my retirement. I mean, them kids. Who you got a job? It's a good job. You got a job? Yeah. Yes, sir. You got a good job. So I need your money for my retirement. I sure do. It's in the best interest of the child. So, and I know she gonna blow the money, but my retirement, I'm gonna live good. So it's like everybody knows this now. So what I'm saying is those old narratives just not only are they outdated, but now they just look dumb and they look stupid. They spending money on tattoos and liquor. But I'm done. I'm done. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.